What up, y'all? Pardon me. I'm outside. I'm out and about running errands and all of that. Well, I've been sitting still for a little while. I'm getting something. I'm at the Firestone place having some things done to the vehicle, right? And since I ain't going nowhere for the next few somethings, I want to talk about this topic. My brother Rusty Jukes made a post yesterday or this morning or something where he was talking about I gonna get the mountain. Get the mountain. Well, he was talking about pause. He did a hook for somebody. Somebody solicited him for a feature. I mean, they paid him to do a hook, but they wrote the hook. And he was wondering. His question was to MCs, how do y'all feel about that? Would y'all do that, or would y'all be like, nah, nigga, I'm writing my own hook. Can't nobody speak for me, so on and so forth. Do y'all have a problem with that? His comments have been going interestingly enough that his most people I seen in the comments is like, yeah, nah, do that, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But there's a few people that's like, nah, bro, I can't do that. What you think? I went in his comments pause and I just hit him with a LOL, right? Because I was laughing because me and son had a conversation about it. So upon reading it after the conversation, I just laughed a little bit. And then somebody was like, yo, Rock, don't put no LOL in the situation. You're gonna make some feel self-conscious. I'm like, nah, Rusty actually called me and reminded me of a time when he wrote a hook for me to say. It's an old song and never came out. He was like, Rock, you didn't like he was like, you didn't like it. I'm like, word, I don't even remember it. Still probably have it in his style. We recorded it in the, it was an era of time when we was recording at Bucktown Studios. That was the go-to spot. But nah, not only did that happen, Rusty was like, yo, he was dying laughing. He was like, Rock, you ain't like it. I'm sad, but it made me think, right? Bobby Stone, my brother Bobby Stone, wrote a hook for me. I mean, it's his project, same exact circumstances. It's Bobby Stone's project, and you know what I'm saying, like, yo, Rock, I got a hook for you, but I got the hook written. I wrote this hook. I want you to say it, right? So I obliged him, And the truth and what I noticed is, I'm like, I don't love that hook. Salute to my bro Bobby. You understand what I'm saying? The hook is fire. The song is great. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want y'all to think that the hook is that the song is undope, right? But I don't love it. So then I thought, wait a second. The bro, your old Droog, right? He's managed by a good friend of mine. Or a good friend of mine works with him. Hollered at me, he's like, yo, we need a hook from you for the Old Droog project. Old Droog wrote the hook. All you gotta do is say it. I'm like, no doubt. Let's go. Let's get to it. Listen to the hook. Did the hook. I don't really like the hook that much. So I'm saying, is a pattern being established here? If I don't like the hook, if I don't write the hook, do I not like the hook? And then I had to think I thought back to Trading Places, right? That's the verse on the Boot Camp album. That's a song on the Boot Camp album where 4 boot camp members, Helter Skelter and Smith & Wesson, we trade verses, right? Back and forth. It's like 12 verses, but they all 8-bar verses. What's special about the song is we all begin our verses with a classic line from one of our brothers on the songs beginnings to another verse. Make sense? Did I say that right? We started off every verse the same way. Y'all get it. Listen to the song, right? Oh, hold on. We did 3 verses a piece, right? I started one verse with one of Tech's beginnings, started another verse with one of Steele's beginnings, started another verse with one of Ruck's beginnings, and we all did the same thing, all right? So just to give you a, you know what I'm saying, so you understand what we did. So that's why the song is called Trading Places, because we was trading lines and all of that, right? But at the end of that song, when we finish laying those verses, there's a hook. It's a one-time hook. I don't know if you call it a bridge or a hook because it's only one time. But it says, y'all don't want to trade, where I say, y'all don't want to trade places with us. Stay in your place. Claiming your thug trade places with us. We'll erase your face. The wrath of Ducktown is real. Word to my nigga Ruff. That part, my man Pressure De Niro wrote that part. I was like, yo, Rock, I got an idea. You should say this. And it was, you know, so it was a hook. You know what I'm saying? And Pressure De Niro, he's, you know, he family. It wasn't from an outsider. It was from it. Pause. It was from an insider. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the studio, and I like that right there. But then I love that hook right there. But I was a little bit hesitant to use it. I don't know if I let Pressure see that. I didn't want to discourage him. He was persistent either way. He was like, try it. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna try it, God. I think I like that. But I will tell you this, what I just thought of. And this is what made me actually do the blog. Because this makes it significant. Like, this is the BCC. In Double D, in the 99, we lock it down. Buckshot wrote those words. Me and Ruck laid the verses on Operation Lockdown. Buckshot wrote those words. And he gave them to me and had me say them. And I didn't like them at first. Not at first. I love them now. I didn't hate them. I was just like, it didn't have enough zing, enough pop, enough snap on it to me. But I love it now. It's fire. It's fire. It is. You know what I mean? Truth be told, the famous scar on my face, but I'm not Al Pacino line, Sean Price donated that line to me. He came up with the line originally. He was like, he thought about it. He was like, yo, I was going to use it as a line to big you up. You know, scars on his face, but he's not Al Pacino. But I said, fuck it, why don't you say it? You know what I'm saying? Participation group. In return, on the other hand, the Do the Knowledge skit with the Snicker bar reminding us of the reason a lot of y'all still don't eat Snickers to this day. That was my joke. It wasn't a joke. It was based on a true story. It was an experience I had in high school where this chick, who I found very unattractive, right? Very unattractive by my opinion, right? She was harassing our homeroom teacher. Our homeroom teacher had real substitute teacher vibes from back in the days, like suspenders, you know, funny voice, thick glasses and all of that. And this was a bad school. This wasn't my first high school. This was the high school where you get kicked out of your high school and don't nobody else want you. You get alternative high school, right? So she was like, while the teacher, his name was Mr. Simon, high school redirection. While Mr. Simon was trying to teach his little lesson or whatever, homegirl bust out a Snicker bar and started doing very inappropriate things with the Snicker bar in front, you know, trying to distract Mr. Simon and all of that. I've never been able to, I haven't eaten a Snicker bar since. to this day. I'm talking high school. So, you know, I told Ruck that story, and Ruck, you understand what I'm saying? It's group participation. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a group, you know what I'm saying, you're in a group. And salute to Firestone, because a stone is a rock. And I'm fire. And if you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 music notes. You understand? And tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think about this whole thing. Do you have a problem with somebody else writing you a hook as an MC? Do you have a problem with me saying a hook that somebody else wrote for me? You know when rappers do back and back in and out flows like Smith and Wesson, Styles and Jada, Helter Skelter, Rockness and Rusty Jukes. From time to time, you will, as a rapper, you will end up saying a line or two that your partner wrote. It's just the way it goes. But how y'all feel about it? And if y'all disagree, let's argue. I'm giving y'all the green light. I'm gonna argue with y'all in the comments if y'all disagree. But if y'all do agree, then you know what I'm saying? So go put a little thumbs up in there. But if you made it to the end of the video, let me get 4 music notes. Because we talk about music. Alright? Rock on, rock on. Oh yeah, welcome to the nation. The pause protesters. Stay out. You don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? Use all your spell checks. You know what I'm saying? I'm a landlord, owner, tenant, janitor, I'm off the damn floor. I heard y'all like that when I say that. So yeah, you want to leave that out. But yeah, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. Where we offer grace under fire to the celebrity, because it is indubitably unavailable any place else on the internet. Rock on, rock on.